Okay, as always guys, thank you for tuning in if you made it this far. A whole bunch of new things on the car I've updated from the alignment. I've got the spec sheet over there. I'm going to do a little explanation for you guys, basically what has changed since last time. May or may not have noticed that the wing is gone. Swapped out the rear bumper. And yeah, just going to do a quick rundown how the car's been holding up. Got a track day tomorrow, so gonna see if we can get all that footage in as well. And yeah, let's get it done. So this is what the tires look like after 2 track days. Doesn't look too bad. A little bit of feather edge wear here. Here's what the left front looks like. I noticed basically this edge right here is getting a little wear to it, where it should be more sharper like this. There was a long sweeper to the right, so this left front tire was getting a lot of use on the last track that I was driving. But overall, not too bad still. Probably have, I don't know, I would say probably 6:30 seconds left on them. So here's my alignment spec sheet. This is the specs that I ran on the first track day at Thompson Speedway in Connecticut, and you can see my camber is basically 0, and you know, we're just running like neutral toe. Same in the back, well, a little bit more camber, almost ½ degree. And this setup wasn't bad. It actually felt better than I thought it was going to. At Thompson Speedway, the car felt pretty consistent. I was getting a little bit of push in the front end, but again, not really as much as I thought it would. But I decided to change the alignment anyways, just because I wanted to see if I could get a little bit more out of the car and see if I could oversteer it a little bit if I wanted to. Which is the case. After changing the alignment, I actually prefer the way it drives even more now. So this is what I ended up changing it to. If you look, you can see my front camber here is I got 1.4 and 1.3, which is pretty much as that's as much camber as I could get out of it. That's basically taking all the shims out and moving the control arms all the way in. And I had to add a couple shims in the back so that I could keep my caster angle. It's kind of a sacrifice. If you run max camber, you take all the shims out completely, then you'll get less caster angle. So the problem with that is if you don't have enough caster angle, driving on the highway, you're going to start to feel the car wander a little bit. The steering will be a little bit lighter. So I added a couple shims on the back of the control arm so that I could still retain some caster and get enough camber. Same in the back. I cambered it in and tried to get about 1.5 degrees out of it. Pretty much almost neutral toe, maybe just a hair of toe in. I'm very fortunate. I have a really nice alignment rack that I can use at work. I've been working on cars now for almost 15 years now, so being able to just pull it into work after hours and, you know, change it up a little bit here and there, it's definitely convenient for me. Alright, so to everyone's relief, finally swapped out the rear bumper. Got rid of that greenwood wing that was on here. Was quite the project. I didn't really film it or anything. I probably should have, but it was pretty labor intensive. I was just trying to hammer it out and get it done. I ended up picking this bumper up for like 50 bucks off a parts car. It was originally black, but I made sure that all of the paint on it didn't have any cracks or any major damage, so that my bodywork guy just basically had to sand it, scuff it, and respray it. So that came out really nice. The color matches pretty well. I was kind of worried about that with it being a 1990 with original paint on it and, you know, fresh 2-stage on there. But the only difference I can really notice right now is like the glossiness of the bumper compared to the car itself. But again, I still have to paint correct it, so I'm not really too worried about that. But super happy with the nice OEM clean look.